everybody, it's Deb here with Creating Memories and Creative Life. Welcome back to my channel, and thanks so much for being here with me and subscribing. So you guys, I hope y'all are having a great October, and we are almost done. I cannot believe it. This is the last week of October, and then we're into November, which is, y'all, Thanksgiving, Christmas, everything, right? And then we're in for a nice little break in January after New Year's, and can get back into kind of like a normal groove, right, after all the holidays, hustle and bustle. So I don't know if you're all ready for it, but I am not. So anyway, I'm feeling a little bit better. I still have a little bit of a cough and like a little bit of a chest congestion, but overall I'm feeling a little bit better, and at least I have my voice back. So yay! So I'm sure my family is so happy to have my voice back too. So you guys, we're going to be using the scrapbook kit today from Jolie, and this is the October scrapbook kit, and I made a few things with this already, and I still have some paper left, and so I thought we would make a cute little flip journal, or a cute little flip what do I want to say, picture photo album. So you guys, today we're going to be using the October scrapbook kit from Jolie, and we've used this for a few projects already, and we still have paper left. So I thought it would be really fun to create a little waterfall mini album, or a little waterfall folio, so to speak. And I just thought that this would use up some of our papers and get us going, so we can go ahead and put those Thanksgiving pictures or fall pictures, if you like visit pumpkin patch with your kids or grandkids, or you all have a family photo date or whatever. These are it's just a perfect little folio for you to put those little pictures in, and just put up on a shelf somewhere, or give it to somebody for a gift. So let's go ahead and get started. So to start off, I've cut everything out, okay, that you are going to need, and except for the only thing I didn't cut out were the little photo mats that are going to go on here. So this is the booklet that we're going to put together. The first thing you're going to need is one that is 5.5 by 7. Now this book is going to be a 7-inch tall folio, and this is going to be the left side door. Okay, so that goes on to the left. The right side door is 6.25 by 7, and that goes on this side. The middle piece is 11 by 7. Okay, so these are going to be folded in like this, and it's going to be a door. Okay, so they're going to fold open, and we are going to need magnets. So if you have some magnets, or if you don't have magnets, you use Velcro, you can use that as well. So go ahead and get your items together, and let's go ahead and put this together. So first we're going to go ahead and score. You're going to score 1 inch here on each one of these. So 1 inch on your left side door on the left side. The next one is going to be a 1 inch here on your right hand side of your right door, and then you're going to score a 1 inch right here on both sides of the 11 by 7 inch piece. Okay, so again, a 1 inch on both sides here. So let me go ahead and I'm going to score these. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and score 1 inch on either side of the 11 by 7, and then 1 inch on both of the doors. Okay, so once you're done cutting everything out and scoring it, you're going to go ahead and fold in all of your 1 inch flaps, and then you're going to go ahead and add, I'm using adhesive on the 1 inch flaps along with glue, and so I'm just going to go ahead and add in my tape on the outside of the middle flap. Okay, or outside of that middle piece there, you'll see right here, it's the 1 inch long piece, okay, the 11 by 7, and then I'm going to add my glue on top of that, and I'm just going to go ahead and grab that 1 inch flap from the right hand side door, and then put that on, and then go ahead and do this side, the other side, this, the same. So just taking off that tape, adding on my glue, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere down that other 1-inch flap on the other side. And now you have your book. Okay, so you're going to need about 6 magnets, and we're going to put 3 down on one side, and then we'll put 3 down on the other side. And I'm just placing these right here, about a finger width from the edge. Okay, so that's why you see my finger kind of going down, and then I'm just kind of measuring it. I just kind of eyeball it with my fingers and my eyes. So and then we're going to go ahead and place the other ones on top, and I'm just going to stick that down, and then we're going to go ahead and close that up, and you're just going to press down. So next, I just used some double tape to just kind of secure them down. And now you can open your book and close it, and so it's ready to be papered. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and decorate, or I not decorate, but paper the inside and the outside of your book. So here I am just using some double back tape around the edges and then in the middle part, and I'm also going to use glue with this. So here I'm using a thicker tape. I think that might be maybe a 3/4 inch tape. And then I'm going to go ahead and burnish that down, place some glue on after I remove the backing, and then I'm going to glue this on. So I like using both glue and tape together, and I'm not sure if you all do that, but I like this, it just works for me. So you don't have to do that if you don't want to. So, um, and now I'm just kind of putting that in there, making sure that it's even on all my sides and burnishing this down. Okay, next you're going to cut a piece of cardstock at 8.5 by 6. You're going to score them at this score lines that I have listed here for you, and that gives you 6 spaces. Now these 6 spaces will hold 6 4 by 6 photo mats for you. Now I'm going to explain to you what you do. You fold down the first flap, the first score little flap, you fold it down, and then you're going to place, and you're going to fold this to the back. Okay, so it's going to be facing towards you. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and put your 4 by 6 mat on top of that glue or adhesive. Okay, and here I'm just redoing mine because I needed it even. You want to make sure that all of your mats, when you put them on this, that they are all even, because if they're out of whack or they're a little bit off, it throws the whole thing kind of off. So you want to make sure all of your mats are on there evenly. Once you get that first one down, you're going to go ahead, fold the second one down, place your glue down, go ahead and grab your mat, place that one down on top of that, make sure it's even, then just go down the line. So every one you're going to fold down, you're going to have that 1/2 inch strip, right? You're going to go ahead and place glue on there and then place your mat on top of that 1/2 inch. Okay. And so basically it's kind of like, like a waterfall, you're folding one piece over and go ahead, put glue on that 1/2 inch and then place your photo mat on there. So this piece I actually cut wrong. Okay, the back piece is short, so we don't actually have a pull out for our waterfall. So what I'm going to do is create a longer piece. Okay, and so what you can do is you can cut
a piece of paper. Okay, it could be regular cardstock, it can be your pattern paper, whatever you want, but we do need this longer, okay? And so you're going to cover that back area, okay, and make a piece longer so it sticks out. So I'm actually using some strips that are just in my pile that are scraps. And so I'm just going to put these two together. You're going to add another 2 inches on here at the end, okay? And that's going to give us enough room or enough to have a pulley on here. Now for the pulley, you can use these little tags that are in your cut aparts or on your sticker sheet. These would be great for the end to just use them as a little pulley tag. So here I went ahead and covered the back, okay? And now I'm just using those little tabs that are on the sticker sheet, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that at the end. And that's I'm going to use as my pulley, okay? Now you're going to need about a 1 inch by 7 inch piece or strip, okay? We're going to go ahead and lay this down and we're going to glue this. You're going to want this to be even with the last page. So the last page, it will sit right underneath that last page on top of that flap that we just covered. So you're just going to grab your glue while it's laying down, and this is the easiest way to do this. So you're going to go ahead and just glue that down, okay? And if you want this covered with your pattern paper, you can go ahead and do that. I did it. I really liked having this covered, and I just thought that, it just makes it look more finished. So I went ahead and just cut out a 1 inch piece, and then I'm going to glue it on that strip there. And now you're going to go ahead and glue that last page to that strip. Okay, so I'm putting glue on top of that strip and then just burnishing that last page down on top of there. That is going to do the pulley mechanism. So now it's going to pull. Now mine did stick a little bit, but that was because I overlapped the papers, the pattern papers, and so it was getting caught in there, and it was working, but it was kind of a little bit hard to maneuver. Okay, so now you're gonna need two pieces that are 4 by 12. Okay, and this is going to give you 4 photo mats, okay, that are 3.5 by 4. All right, so you're actually going to need 12 photo mats that are 3.5 by 4, 4 for each side. Okay, and you're going to score this 4 times at a 1/2 inch, at 1, 1.5, and at 2. And now we're going to go ahead and fold all of these back. Okay, turn this over, fold over the first one, and then place your first photo mat down. Okay, make sure it's lined up really well. Then fold the second line down. Go ahead and place the second photo mat on there. And then you're going to fold that down, put the glue on, put the third photo mat down, make sure everything is lining up really good. Then you're going to go ahead and fold that down. I think mine got kind of wonky right here, and so I had to redo it. So it's kind of easy to do, you guys, especially if you have crooked eyes. So, yeah, so I went ahead and laid that one down, and then you're going to go ahead, fold the next piece down, and then glue on your fourth photo mat. And you're going to do the same thing for the other side, or for the other one that you've got. So you got 2 of these, okay? And then we're done. So now you're going to have these long ends at the bottom, right? And now we have to cut these, and that's okay because that's what we want. We want these to be longer. So we're going to go ahead and cut these about a 1/2 inch from the bottom, okay? So you want like almost about a 1 inch from the bottom, the last page, okay? So next you're going to go ahead and you're going to have a strip piece of paper that is going to be 5 inches by 1. And you're going to make sure that and both of these strips are going to be different measurements, okay, just so you know. So one is going to fit on one side and the other side is going to be different because it's a shorter door. And so I went ahead and just glued these down. Okay, and if it's longer on one side, that's just cut it off, just cut off the excess. It's not a problem. And so here I'm cutting off the excess of that. Just cut that off, no problem. And then you're done.
Okay, so now that we have this done, you can go ahead and you can, like I said, we papered our little sliding thing here where we're going to stick this under here, right? And I'm just going to lift this just a bit because I'm like, it's a little bit stiff right there. So, okay, that way it's a little bit easier to get underneath there. And then you're going to glue down your little paper here, your last page you're going to glue down this last page to your little strip here. But before you do that, if you want to paper this, you can do that. I'm going to go ahead and paper mine, and I'm going to go ahead and do this one too. So I'm going to paper this one as well, and then I'll be right back.
Okay, so now I'm covering the back page and I just cut out the little journaling cards. I thought that those would be really cute so you can journal on the back of them if you want, or on the back of your waterfall when you're done, and putting all your photos in. And then here I am putting down the little tags that are on the cut apart page. One says pumpkin patch, I think, and then the other one says like autumn or something. And I just thought these were really super cute.
So once you're done, you can go ahead and stick this back into your little thing. Now, I thought this was a good idea. So if you wanted to write something on there, you can. And we're just going to go ahead and pull that up just a bit. And now we can glue this down. So you're going to place glue along this area here. Glue that down. Oops, it's kind of crooked, so I gotta fix it before it sets. So there we go. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So there we go. So there is that. And now you can pull it, and it's a pulley. So you've got 4 pictures here, 4 pictures here, and then you've got 6 here. So you've got plenty of photos to place in here because you also have the back. So, I mean, if you wanted to, you could definitely add photos back here. They would be a little bit smaller, of course, but you could still see the photos back there. I just think that is super, super cool. And, and now we're going to do the other side. Okay, so the other side, again, we're going to go ahead and grab our little, I'm going to go ahead and paper this down first because this is what I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead and paper this down real quick. I keep saying paper it down. I don't know where I got it from. I think I got it from my granddaughter. She says paper down. Paper it down. So we're going to go ahead and put that down, adhere that down, okay? You're going to grab your little strip here. Again, I cut it, it is cut at 1 inch by 5, but we'll probably cut it down a lot because this is not 1 inch by 5. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to glue it to the sides here, okay, around, so y'all can see a little bit better. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue down. Make sure it's even. Burnish it down. And then you can cut that excess off. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, turn this over, and cut that off. So if I can cut this slide under. Why? Okay, so I just want to make sure that that it's going to work. So I'm just making sure that I have enough room for my little waterfall to go back and forth. And now we can go ahead and we can burnish this down, or I mean glue. We can glue this down, and I'm just kind of making it even with the other side that is over here. So I'm going to go ahead, add some glue to this. Go ahead and glue that down. I did forget to put my little thing on here, so I'm going to do that real quick. So now we can go ahead and we can put our pictures in there. How cute is that? So now you can cover all three of these pieces, and I'm going to go ahead and cover these, and then we'll be right back. And so your book is just going to close up just like this, and then we're going to decorate the front of this. So I can't wait. So I'm super excited. So, and right now it's not full because you don't have photos or anything in it. So it does kind of cave a little bit, but once you get your photos inside and stuff, it's going to be just fine. I think I wanted to leave enough room for photos or whatever you wanted to put inside of here, because even here on this side, you can add in flaps if you wanted to, okay? So you could definitely add in 2 flaps, one here and one that goes this way, one here and one here. So
Okay, so I finished the chipboard piece, and I thought that I had my camera set to record, but it didn't record it. So I'm going to explain to you how I did the birds and the leaves. So for the leaves, first, what I did to the chipboard is I went ahead and placed clear gesso on top of it and let it dry. And then I went ahead and placed the elixir, the ink that we got from the mixed media kit. I went ahead and used the green, which is the elixir, and placed that all over. And then I used the intense for the branches. And the birds, I went ahead and used the Scorch and the other one. I can't remember the name of it, but I will explain it to you more in detail in a bit. I did use that pretty scenery from the window to place the birds around it, and I just thought that was really pretty. And then I did go ahead and use the remaining flowers that I had from the scrapbook kit. I used them on the cover here and just snipped off the excess ends there that are the wire ends from the flowers. And then I went ahead and glued down everything. And I just think that this looks so pretty against that window again with the chipboard piece. So I hope you all enjoy this tutorial. I really had fun making this, and it's just something small, simple, and easy to do in a matter of minutes.
Okay, y'all, so we're done with this little book, and I thought I had the camera on when I was completing this chipboard piece that is in the scrapbook kit, but I didn't, and so I apologize. So I'm going to run through what I did. So what I did is, prior to adding the mixed media stuff, I prepped it with some clear gesso, okay? And then what I did is I came in after it dried with the green elixir, and then I went ahead and did all of my leaves. Then I came in with the alcohol pearl intense, and I did all of the branches. Now, some of it did get on my little bird's tails, which I'm fine with. You know, it's homemade, it's handmade, and so, you know, it didn't really bother me too much. But if it bothers you, just be careful, because it kind of does run and it spreads very easy. Then what I did is I took both the alcohol inks, the Radiant and the Scorch, and I mixed them separately. So 2 little piles of the textured paste, and put ink in this Scorch in one of them, and then the Radiant in another little area, okay, with the textured paste. And I didn't use very much, because a little bit goes a long way, you guys. And so I just went ahead and covered my birds with it. You know how I did yellow and orange here, and then I did orange on this one mixed with a little bit of yellow. Then here I did again some yellow and orange. This one I did orange with a little bit of yellow up on top, and a little bit of yellow on the bottom of the tail, but it looks green. So a little bit of the green got on there. So it looks super cute, and I really like how it looks. After it dried, I went ahead and added some of my stickles to it. Then I came back in and placed this beautiful little word. It says grateful. I added the little metal leaf vine piece here, along with the flowers that I had left over from the kit. And then here on the side, I added a couple of little tickets, or not tickets, tags. And so this opens up like this, okay? And we have our little pull down waterfalls, and this is super cute. Now I did add the little hedgehog here, and that's just for journaling. So you can journal like maybe the year, or what the pictures were about, or who's in the photos. But I did not like cover each of these, because we're going to be putting our photos in here. And so I thought, you know what, we don't really need it. And then here again at the end, you have another journaling card there. So there's that one. And then we come over this way, and we have this one. And I did go ahead and put another journaling card here. And then you have one on the back, that after you fold this down, you have another one right here. So this just folds down just like that and up. So these are super cute. And then here on this one is the one where we added the sheets to the back, and I'll show you what I did in just a minute. And I went ahead and covered the front with a little, and then added a little journaling card, added a little pumpkin sticker. I didn't dress all these up. Now you can if you want to. I didn't do that because, again, my pictures are going to be covering the whole entire sheet. And so this just folds out just like this. And what I did is I came back in, because I had leaves on here before, the leaf paper, but it was sticking to the inside of this, okay? So what I did is I went ahead and recovered it, and I put this here, and then I went ahead and placed this next to this. So there's no gap like there was earlier with the leaf paper and the other paper. So there's no gap, so now it's not sticking anymore. So this just folds back in, and so there we go. So this turned out super cute. I really like how this turned out. And again, you can add more pages in here if you want to. I'm not going to. I just like it like this. And you get plenty of photos. I think you get almost 20 photos in here. I think it's like 18. So I really like how this looks. And this closes up just like this. And there you go. So, and then we covered the back, and we covered the sides. And so, yeah, so I think it turned out super, super cute. I love how it looks. I hope you guys liked the video, the tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me. I have all of the links down below for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks for joining me today, y'all. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial and head on over to Trace Jolie to check out their shop. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment, and join me Friday nights at 4:30 Central Time.